All right. Hi, Mark. We're here together with Mark. Mark and I work together in order to find his role that he's currently in. And Mark, I just want to ask, before we started working together, where were you in your job search?
Ooh, so that was in June of 2020. And I had been on furlough since April of 2020. So pandemic that halted my role. And so I was really kind of doing the job search thing, but not having nearly the kind of success that I was hoping for. I was really putting a lot of effort into applications, cover letters, really trying to get past the applicant tracking system and really not finding success, not getting those interviews. And that was really the key that was my key to success. So it was right about June when I finally decided to make the leap and get help. And it was truly a moment where I could kind of see in the distance sort of that my furlough was eventually going to turn into a layoff. So it really was a matter of figuring out that I wasn't satisfied the with the results I was getting, so needed to get some additional help.
Yeah, I mean, that happens with a lot of people on the job boards, constantly tweaking your resume, the cover letters, and just not getting
Yeah.
results. So I'm glad that we found each other. So, what would you say would be the most valuable part of working together?
So the most valuable part of working together was that this was a holistic kind of program. It was not just resume, not just LinkedIn, not just kind of like how to learn to network. And what I found was that there are a lot of people on LinkedIn and different places who will try and kind of specialize in these areas, but each one of them costs money. Each one of them, you're kind of like swiping your credit card. And to be honest, it really felt like this was a much more kind of structured program. And what I loved about it was that I never had to worry about what I was doing on a Monday, on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday. There was very much always a plan for what I should be doing, very personalized, very much something that, depending on how much time I wanted to invest in my search, this plan was really designed to kind of say, okay, in order to maximize that amount of time, this is what you should be doing. And for me, that was what was different from where I was to kind of where I wanted to be. So that's really, truly what I found most valuable.
Absolutely. I mean, full suite. We did mindset. I know we had a lot of mindset shifts together. I remember one time throwing up a notepad. Woo! So
Yes,
uh,
yes,
lots of
yes.
networking, lots of interviews, and that one-on-one approach. It was a pleasure to work with you. So if someone was here with us today and they're like, Mark, I don't know about investing with Kara, what would you tell them?
I would say you're foolish not to, honestly. I would say that it's like having the vice president of human resources on speed dial, and Kara is there like late at night, early in the morning. Hey, Kara, I just got an opportunity to send this note to the kind of the CHRO, the chief human resources officer. Is this the right kind of like verbiage? Is this the right kind of subject matter I should be kind of talking to her about? And Kara always had a perspective and a point of view that inevitably turned out to be right on. And it almost always came back. And in my head, as I'm having this conversation, I'm thinking, thank God I asked Kara, and thank God I'm following her lead because this is the direction that the conversation is going, or this was the right sort of, this is the right thing to say in my either introductory note or thank you note or any of those things. So truly, it's a personalized. I mean, Kara takes the time to listen and understand where you are in your search, understand what's important, prioritizes, do you want to stay in the town that you're in? Do you want to work for a large company? Is purpose really what you're looking for? How do we align it with your goals? And that's truly what was special and really kind of, I think, why it made the investment so worthwhile. And now I am living proof, as you can see, like, working here, Aspen Dental in my hometown. It was I had a bump up in position. I had a bump up in pay. I had I was able to kind of like maintain my, increase my standard of living as well as stay in the home where I really love. My kids are happy. I mean, it really kind of worked out really great. So definitely my advice is absolutely you should take advantage of the services Kara has to offer.
Thank you so much, Mark. It was such a pleasure working with you, and thanks for sharing your story with us.
My pleasure, Kara, anytime at all. So good luck. Have fun. I look forward to continuing our conversations in the